Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
Right. So this is video blog. I cannot remember what number. 4. Let's go with 4. And the game is Gone Home. I liked and disliked this game. One, to me, it was barely a game. Just like Dear Esther, I felt like, yes, there were game type elements of being able to walk around and experience the atmosphere around you, but to play it as a game where there's a task for you to do, I didn't feel that from this game. Yes, the task of figure out what happened to your family or your sister or whatever's going on, but it didn't feel like I was really doing anything. All I was doing was exploring the house, picking up random items. Maybe an item would trigger a part of the journal, um, and listen to that, and then keep on going until I found the journal. And it didn't feel like a game. It really just felt like a story. And I don't think the way Gone Home was structured made it feel more game like versus just being a story. I feel as if Gone Home could have been a lot better just being something that I watched or I read versus something that I played. I don't think playing it gave it that extra oomph that it wanted to give it that game like feel. It was not necessary to be a game. In the thought of Gone Home being a game, um, you did get to interact with the world around you. You did get to pick up items, turn on and off lights, open and close doors. You were able to freely move about this house however you wanted. There was no specific place that you needed to go, there was no specific order that you needed to move in, but you were allowed free movement. Yes, there were parts where you need to find a key or find a code so that you can advance forward and find new things, but I felt like the things that you were finding didn't help the game. If there were notes or objects that I needed to find that I needed in order to find something else, then I would have felt a lot better. Like if the journal entries said something specific that gave me a hint of, oh, I need to go to this room to find this thing or to find this next note, I would have felt a lot better. But because it was just roam around the house, find things to look at, didn't make me feel like I was really playing a game. When it came to what exactly the story was and what was trying to be expressed, I wanted more. Um, the entire time I was thinking, why is it that they chose to tell the story in this way? Why is it that there had to be an empty house? Why did it have to be, my sister has been gone for a year? Why did my sister have to be the protagonist in the story of telling, I don't know why I'm saying my sister like I am Sam, but why did it have to be that way? Why did it have to be someone else telling the story of this girl? Yes, she left. Yes, she ran away. But why not remix it to where it is something for her to be the protagonist versus this other character? The parents were absent. Sam was absent. And now Katie, the main person in this game, was absent, came back, and now she is basically showing you the life of everyone else within the house. Um, but it just didn't make sense to me. Like, there was no big thing for me to understand why they did it this way. I thought there could be, some intertwining meaning of what it means to be of a different sexuality that maybe your parents don't approve of. Maybe that's what the game was trying to really enforce, that people who feel this way feel absent from their families. I might be thinking too deep into this, but I do think, I don't know personally, I don't know how it could have been changed, but I didn't understand the reference of a house, your sister going through the house who hadn't been there for a year, and your parents being gone, for this to be the way to tell the story. Like, at first, throughout the game, I thought someone has died in this house. There's going to be a ghost. I thought a lot of things. Like, for them to have to move because of this uncle that murdered these people or went crazy, whatever he did, where was that? That got lost quickly. Quickly, that whole storyline got lost. I mean, yes, it is the reason Alani and Sam became really close and became friends, and then their relationship excelled from there, but was that the point of the game? Was the point of the game to make you feel like there were going to be ghosts and something was going to scare you and there was someone else in the house with you? Because that is why I had to step away because I was afraid. I don't like playing scary games. Scary games are not my thing. And I was afraid that someone was going to scare me. I kept hearing footsteps and doors creaking and opening. I was not okay. I was not okay with that. But that would have led to more of a game than just telling this story. If that was intertwined with the story as well, like, yeah, I'm gonna hear all about my sister and what's going on, but also try to escape your crazy uncle. Like, I needed more game and less story, but I guess it is story driven, it is narrative driven. There is to advance, you have to play the game, you have to explore the house to get the rest of the story. And the whole point of the game wasn't really to play a game or to win or lose. It was really just to hear about this story, to get the story. I just feel like if you're gonna be a game, if you're gonna call yourself a game, be a game. Like, I honestly feel like I spent money to play something that I thought maybe I'd play it several times, and just like Braid, Braid is a game I paid for. Great, I can go back and play it all day long, but for Gone Home, for me to be able to finish it within a day and then that's it, there's no extra, there's no more levels, there's no more to it. I just paid for a book, I instead of a game. I didn't pay for something that I would be able to play over and over again. I played for something to read one time for about a few hours, and then that's it. I wanted more, but I do feel like it was slightly a waste of money.